Hello. This is the continuing saga of my uncle, who enlisted the help of a now deceased sheriff named Andy Lee of Benton County, Arkansas, someone from Bentonville City Police Department, no telling how many others, no telling. And it's really hard to know where to start. But based on a comment by someone, I thought I'd share this. I was briefly married to this person, and I don't remember if it was before or after the divorce. Oh yeah, it had to have been after. I went out to our home to pick up a box, the last box of items. I let him take the property back. He purchased the property with his combat pay. Even though I won everything in the divorce, didn't matter, I gave it back. And all he had to do was take over these payments on a very nice home, very low rate, very low mortgage. And I didn't have to do anything for him. So I go out there to pick up the last bit of property, and I keep tripping. Now it's rocky. Arkansas's rocky, great soil, but really a lot of rock in areas. And I keep tripping, and I thought, okay, some oak branches, some deadwood. And I was really good at running around on those 4 acres and just on the rock and the branches, and I knew that driveway. Why are my feet tangling up in a branch? I mean, I kicked it and I shoved it, and it just kept tangling up around my feet. And I didn't trust this man that I divorced. That's something I've got to be real careful if I get into, because what it's about is traumatized people so bad. So anyway, 2 people with me. One of the gals that got out of the car was walking up behind me because she can see me in this struggle with my own feet, but it's dark. There was no porch light on and a lot of trees, so you couldn't see. And so it turns out that I pick it up, and there's just a little bit of light coming off the porch, real soft light, but it's not lit up. I mean, I don't know if it's from the big windows in the front, but I take it up near the closest light, and I go, oh my gosh. Oh no. It was, well anyways, I tell her, quick, take this, put it in the car, but don't let the other gal see it. Sure enough, it was what I thought. So we leave. Oh, let me not forget this. So the ex comes walking up from the back, and this guy's a bad person. And I said, oh, hi, because what I just thought I found, I actually did find. I thought, oh, did I find what I think I found? It was something my little brindle pit bull, the little runt, pulled up from the back. It wasn't supposed to be up there by the front porch. So I said, hi, what are you doing? We've got what I found in the car. The girls have got it in the car. I said, what you doing? How are you? I'm here to get my box. He's just taking out some trash. And I thought that was rather cryptic, considering what I just found had put in the car. So anyways, we're stalked like crazy. I take this poor young lady's spine. She'd been cut up. She was killed. And I was supposed to be killed, but I'm not going into that part right now. I'm supposed to be killed at the same time. And didn't know nothing about her, though. So anyways, I go back down on a rental, a little rental, down on Rainbow Curve in Bentonville, Arkansas. 2 gals are with me, and we're wigging out. The things that happened before that and that were going on were bad enough, but this was too much. So I said, well, this is evidence. I got to preserve this. And we are harassed so badly. We must have had, I mean, all the trees were full of people with cameras, flashing their cameras in the dark, and laser pointers coming through the window, and I'm bolting around combat style, telling the girls this way, and it's just really bad. So eventually I managed to go over to the sheriff's department. I had reserved the young lady's cervical spine section in the freezer. I'd wrapped it up and put it in the freezer. Take it in there, and they have me step in. I guess it's like a DEA annex or something, but it's a federal office within Benton County Sheriff's Department in Bentonville, Arkansas. And I tell the agents, he's sitting at the desk, and I say, well, I got something for you. Now, before I took it to them, I took it to Dr. Hatfield, and I was followed in there and stalked in there, and so I'm just here for an opinion. And he took one look at it, and he says, this needs to go to the Arkansas State Crime Lab. Now, I knew what I was looking at, but I wanted someone with some kind of medical training. I wanted it verified. So when I take it into the FBI agents, he takes one look at it, gets sick, and asks us, will we cover it up? And I said, well, I could understand. Imagine how I feel. And all of these various law enforcement officers, you need to stop helping Gurney Williams. And why are you covering up murders? Why? That little girl was found right after I saw a little girl at Tony C's out on Route 12E. And she was too young to be at the bar unless she was at a table with adults eating food. She wasn't served at the bar. They had her next to the bar up against the window. And she walked up to me and she said something to me. I thought, this is just a child. What is she doing in here? And I could tell somebody was blowing smoke up her patootie. And I was worried for her. And they couldn't get me to drink a darn thing at that bar. Matter of fact, the bartender and the ex said, what do you think about people who won't drink their drink? And the bartender yells, I think they should have their head cut off. Now this little girl, his family is looking for her out of Kansas. And you covered it up. I'm sorry. I did my part. God bless you, little murdered young woman. God bless you too. The parents of this child. I didn't want you to find out this way if you ever see this.